Good morning, Facebook. So it is Saturday morning, and I just woke up, and I am making this video because last night, my organization, TruEvolution, had our staff meeting. We have our staff meeting twice a month. And for those of you who do not know, TruEvolution is my nonprofit organization that was created to promote education as a tool of empowerment. So we create programs and we're putting on projects that will allow us to create a platform that we can work to empower our generation to use education, to use life lessons, and to use leadership skills to help live our best lives, essentially. And I'm creating this video because last night we started off our meeting a little differently. We always started off usually with just general conversation and talking and updating each other on our lives and talking about the direction of the organization and how we feel as individuals the organization is going. But I think it's very important that this organization is used not only as a vehicle to help empower others, but to empower my own staff, because essentially they are the core root of the creations behind this organization and behind the development of our curriculum. So I think it's very important that each individual feels empowered within their own right. So we started it off with like a prayer this time. I wanted it to do like a full prayer in which we prayed over, and I gave a little excerpt on what each person at the table was going through. So I have 7 staff members, or there's 7 people in the company including myself, and we have 2 highly dedicated volunteers who are essentially like TruEvolution staff members already. And one of the things that I took away from last night's meeting and how we did it differently, besides the fact that we cut it down to 4 hours, yes, our meetings are usually like 6 to 7 hours, but this time it was only 4. We were so excited. But besides the ability to cut down our meetings, we started to, there was a new chapter of understanding in last night's meeting, I think. So many members of my organization are going through so many personal and private issues. You see my postings constantly in which I talk about how lively and excited and yes, TruEvolution, let's go. We're all pumped up, we're all motivated, we're all inspired all day long. But that is far from the truth. The truth is that we, like you, are going through our own set of problems and circumstances. I have staff members who are on the brinks of completely being fiscally, financially at a complete dead loss. I have staff members who are exiting relationships, having troubles entering relationships. They are having severe issues with their family. I have staff member who was recently in the emergency room in the hospital with a severe health issue that they had. I have staff members who are completely at a loss for trying to fully find their place in life and discover essentially what it is, their purpose. My staff members call me not just for updates and direction on the organization, but updates and direction on their own lives. And what I want to share with everyone that we all shared with one another is that despite the fact that we may be going through things, it is very important that we all remember that we endure trials and tribulations so that we can one day testify to our triumphs. That is a very big facet of the TruEvolution understanding, is that we are meant to endure hardships, that we are meant to endure strains, we are meant to endure trials and tribulations. And the reason for that is because testimony, being able to overcome your circumstances, being able to look defeat in the eye and say, no, I will not. I will not succumb to you. I will not be subjugated by the weights and the oppressions of these circumstances. I will not. And the reason we must do that is because the energy, the force field that is created from being able to fight against those trying times, that energy field is what explodes and can give great successes and what creates innovation and energy and creativity and entrepreneurial spirit and drive and motivation. That energy field is created when you can work against your circumstances and when you can create a testimony for yourself that you overcame. You know, there's a quote by Marianne Williamson, who it was reiterated by Nelson Mandela, and it's the "Our Deepest Fear" quote. I'm not going to repeat the whole quote, but the ending of the quote says, and as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. For as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And that is very important, because what I took away from it for me was that when I can truly manifest the best in myself and truly allow myself to live my best life and truly embrace my purpose and my sense of identity, when I can do that, I create that energy field I told you about. I create that energy field that can create a infectious effect on the people around me. And we as a collective can work together to use that energy field to create social change, that we can work together to affect change in each other's lives, simply by allowing ourselves to be liberated to the fact that we are great and that we are powerful and that we have the ability to affect positive change in our lives and in our world, and that we have the ability to look that defeat in the eye and say, "No, I shall not." That is very important, and that's something that last night we really all we spent about 45 minutes soaking into that understanding that we are powerful and that we are great, and that despite our trying circumstances and despite all of our trials and tribulations, that we shall create a testimony of triumph. And I hope that all of you can take that away as well. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys again soon. Look out for TruEvolution, okay? We're coming to you. You come to us, we come to you. Let's work together. And always remember that when you can educate a mind and when you create a leader, you plant the seeds of infinite possibilities for social change. Remember. Ciao.